Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new episode of this podcast, guys. And in today's episode, I am going to talk about something that's ruining people's lives around me. I can see it so many times, something that keeps you bitter and mad every single day, and how to get on the other side of this thing to basically be happy. And when you're happy, you're more productive, you have better results. Okay? All right. So I realized that my podcast seems to be something about like happiness and stuff like that. It's not actually. Everything I do is designed to improve my lifestyle. Okay. Going out there and, building a business and stuff like that. At the end of the day, what you're trying to do is to build a lifestyle. And the purpose of this lifestyle is to give you a good life, to make you happy. Okay. So that's why this is the ultimate goal. It doesn't matter, and here's the thing. It doesn't matter if my business is an agency, if my business is a consultancy, if my business is a dropshipping store, or if it's a Shopify store, whatever. It doesn't actually matter because the objective is the one that basically fuels my lifestyle, right? And, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But here, I'm actually going to talk to you about why some of these things actually matter. Okay. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I see so many people who are basically losing sleep over other people's success. So being very honest, I am not going to sit here and tell you, hey, I've never looked at somebody and was like, oh, I wish I was like this. I wish I did this and blah, blah, blah. I go through the same thing. Okay. And that's the reason why I can tell you about it, is because when you take 2 seconds to think about it, then you can limit the amount of times that you do this and you have a better life. Okay. So what I will say is the quality of your life and I'll say the happiness in your life should be the focus. Okay. The focus in everything. When you're looking at someone on social media, for example. Now, I want you to understand something. Social media is just a snippet of someone's life. And it's usually a big fat lie about someone's life. All right? So, for example, if you ask me what Instagram is, for me, Instagram, if I had to basically summarize in a few words, for me, Instagram means my fake life is better than your fake life. That is what everybody's doing on Instagram. Everybody's just faking it, okay? So they will show you a moment where they're happy and, oh, they have the best life and you should be sorry about yours because yours sucks. And that's all you get. And you're like, oh my God, their life is terrific. Now, if you don't believe me, just look at, people taking selfies, stories or something for Instagram. It's very funny how that works. So you can see them. The second they pressed up, they're like this. Okay. And 5 minutes before, maybe they were crying and stuff. It's a lie. Please do not look at Instagram and think that, oh, wow, this is the person's life. They're always happy. They're always this. I want that life. Okay. Because here's the problem. The problem is this, is when you're looking at it, you want a small fraction of their fake life. Okay? Because, it's fake. We have an incentive. Well, people have created an incentive on Instagram and, social media in general to go out and impress other people. Because I guess maybe it says something about you, you feel better about yourself and everything. Okay? Today, I can see it because I'm older, right? I've done it as well. I was doing a round the world tour before and I was posting some stuff and, just for people to say, oh my God, Jesus Christ, he's living the life, with like snotty comments like, oh, just trying to stay alive here, I'm in Bora Bora and stuff, so I've done it. I know, I do understand. And when I see like youngsters doing that, I'm like, look at those idiots. But I have to remember that I've done that stuff, not too long. My problem is people who are like kind of like my age who still don't understand this, And so what I want to say is please understand that first of all, it's just a fraction of someone's life and it's a lie. Okay. Now, the other thing is there's so many facets to your life. Okay. And when you're wishing like, oh, I wish I had this person's life. If you want someone's life, you have to take everything. You cannot just take, oh, that day he or she was at the beach. You have to take everything. And this is when it gets very interesting. Now, you have to basically take their relationships. Okay. Let's say, they have no friends. They have, I don't know, they burn bridges with everybody, or they have fake friends. Like all these people are just here because you are someone. And the second, the fame is gone, all these people are gone. Okay. So maybe this person doesn't have anybody in their life or anything, nobody. It's very hard to have nobody, but you understand what I mean. Okay. So these things, if you say, oh, I want this person's life, you need to consider all these things. So, for example, when you see these actors, all these famous actors and stuff, you're like, oh, well, I wish I was this person. Do you know what it is to be trapped in your house or in your hotel because you can't go anywhere without like a crowd forming and everybody's asking you for autographs and grabbing you and stuff like that? I think it's funny for maybe like a second. For me, I'm a very introverted person, and I just want people to leave me alone. So, for example, fame is not something for me. That will drive me nuts. It will be like, please leave me alone, okay? I remember hearing an interview of Justin Bieber one day, because I didn't know anything about the guy. And he was saying, look, half the year I'm on tour. And so I'm never at my house. And then when I'm on tour, I'm trapped in my hotel room because if I leave, there is like 3,000 people already at the hotel. We're going to make my life miserable. So basically, this guy stays half the year trapped in his hotel room, and there's not much that he can do. And because I was like, how do these people go depressed? You know what I mean? So these things there, right? Then, do you want that? Do you want that for your life? Probably not. Okay. But when you say, oh, I want this person's life, you have to take everything into account. Okay. Now, in our case, when you're looking at someone, they're like, oh, I have this business, I have this, I have that, blah, 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 etc. Look, there are so many different things. Like, first of all, people are going to tell you, oh, yeah, I have this business, it works so well, and blah, blah. Do you want to deal with their clients? Okay. So dealing with clients is not easy. I can tell you, I'm kind of like allergic to dealing with clients. It's something that for me, it just kills my mood. Okay. And I have very, very, very few clients just because of this. Not because I can't get clients. It's just like the perspective of having a client is just, they're going to call me. They're going to ask me for stuff. And, if they call me for, it's not just this. It's now I am, my life is now ruled by somebody else's expectations, which have nothing to do with mine, right? Their expectations, their fears, their frustrations, they're completely irrational. And now I have to pay the price. It's already hard to deal with mine. Now you have someone. And basically when you have a client, you kind of like have the boss. Oh yeah, I want this. You know what I mean? So all these things you have to take into account. Sometimes I see these guys have this business. Oh, well, I have this agency and stuff. And I'm like, dude, that agency is pumping money. But then I'm like, dude, like having that agency, I will have to deal with that stuff. Okay. Now you will tell me, but no, you don't have to deal with clients and stuff. Yeah, you just hire a bunch of people and stuff. But yeah, well, maybe you don't necessarily want to deal with staff and everything, So, so what I'm saying is, don't look at just a portion or a fraction of someone's life and go out and be envious of them. I know someone. This person is obsessed. Like when I say obsessed, this is an obsession. And it got to a point where I do not want to talk to this person anymore because it's just too much for me, obsessed with someone else, obsession. Okay. And I have to pay the price for it. Right. And I told them, I said, look, you have no idea what that person is going through in their life. All you've seen in Instagram. And you think that, well, it's on Instagram, so it must be true. I said, no. Instagram is just a snippet of a big fat lie. And I was telling this person is depressed. They have panic attacks. They have to worry every single month on how they're going to pay the rent and stuff. They have to go do like hard work that they don't want to do. It doesn't transpire over there on Instagram. So when you're saying, oh, I want their life, I want what they have, etc., you're going to take all that stuff, okay? And you're probably not going to like it, okay? And so, many things. I can give you many examples, like people like, oh, I have this real estate empire and stuff. Yes, you have a lot of debt. That's what you have, okay? I see so many things, videos of people say, yeah, I have this portfolio of companies and of real estate, and I own like, $10 million worth of real estate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. What I see is that you have a lot of debt, right? I don't want to take that debt. I just don't, okay? So it's just some advice for you guys, because now if you were to look at the whole thing, their whole life, well, I am making $100,000 a month. Yeah, well, maybe you're spending $102,000 a month, right? And now you have cash flow problems, and things like this. These are real things. When you look at the videos on YouTube and stuff, when people tell you, yeah, I make this, yeah, we run ads, we do this. I see people, they're spending stupid money on ads, like stupid money, and they're losing money on those ads, and anyway, so my point is this, is next time you're looking at someone and wish, well, wow, you know what? I wish I had their life. I wish I had this, blah, blah, blah. Please understand that you're only seeing a tiny little fraction, okay? And there is a good chance that someone would like to have your life because of a tiny little fraction of what they've seen. So here's my thing is just wish you had your life, okay? Yours. Trust me. There are so many things that you don't see about other people's lives. Just worry about yours. Just worry about your life, I read this book. I don't remember what the book is. I listened to the book, and it was something, I think, at the Olympics. And it was the rowing, the rowing thingy. So there was a bunch of teams. It was the finals, right? And now, so basically, boom, start. And now there was some sort of issue. One of the teams just caused havoc because there was a false start, and then they were complaining, and then some other teams got distracted. They lost their focus and stuff. And so one of the journalists was asking one of the guys that in that team. He said, "Well, were you bothered, or did you lose your focus because of what happened? Blah blah blah." And the guy just answered something. He said, "Did that happen in my boat?" And the journalist realized the guy did not care. He honestly, as long as it's not in his boat, he does not care. So if it's not in your lane, you have the expression, stay in your lane. If it's not in your lane, focus about your lane, right? Your lane might seem messy to you, and that lane seems to be better than yours. Trust me, it's not. Okay, you can only see this. You can all see the other side. All right, lane. Focus on your own life. There's nobody who has a life that has zero problems. Everybody has problems, and people are not showing you the bad side. Like, for example, me, I'm making this content. Okay, do you see the rest of my day? You don't. Well, you see what I'm doing here for like 15 minutes or whatever, and what I choose to show you. I'm trying to be. I could be more honest. I could show you. You don't see the rest of anybody's day. There's only one day that you see, like 24/7. It's yours, right? You know everything that happened during that day. Even if you are drunk and stuff, you will know. So what you need to focus on is this: do not look at other people thinking that, oh, I want their life, because there's so many things. There are 99.9% of stuff that you don't see and that you will probably hate or wouldn't like. Okay, that is pretty much it. See you next video.